So, y'all know kickouts, right? Here. All right. I want you to kick out just in the out position. Here. Come back. Left side. In. All right. This time, I want you to put your. We're gonna start off on our right side. So that means we're gonna put our left leg over towards our right hand. So when we kick out, we want to end up like this, where our right leg hip looks like you're scissors.
No, do it so you're facing the mirror. So that way when they're watching you, it's hard to process the opposite sides of things. But like because we got the mirrors, so use it. So they could see, it's real easy to mimic it watching it in the mirror. It's just something I figured out after a while. It doesn't translate. When you say left and you're holding up your opposite, they think that's their right.
So right hand down.
Boom, see?
And then I just, instead of kicking out, I just want you to put back your right foot. Back here. Bring it back in. Swap hands. Put your left leg out. Right leg. Okay. Do you see how our opposite leg and opposite hands are close to each other? Now we're going to kick out, but I want you to keep that same position where both legs, where one hand is closer to the other, the opposite one. So we're going to come here. Now we're going to keep our left leg close and our right leg back. Boom. So you're going to kick out. Back to duck ball. Left arm. Kick out. Back in.
So, does that make sense, you guys, what he's explaining? Like, if you start thinking about what we're doing, what are we doing? What's the move that we're doing? No, what's the move that we're doing? Kickouts, right? And kickout is what? A foundation move. Okay? Kickouts are a foundational movement. So now, what are we doing with that foundational movement? Text, but what are we doing, Liv? What do we do? What do we call it when we switch something up?
We're adding flair or something?
Yeah, flair or variations. We're doing what with it?
Repeating.
Nope. Repeating it. Yeah, we're repeating it for things, but we're flipping it. Okay? So we're taking a foundational movement and we're flipping it. And now we're adding some extra difficulty to it, right? Which is elevating it. So we're flipping it and elevating it. So these are two things that we do when we start learning basic foundation. Good, Lily. When we do very foundational movement, we flip and we elevate it. Okay? We take it and we take it to another realm. So what we're doing, Nano took a basic move and created his own, right? So now when you start thinking about that and you start understanding how easy it is to really create your own thing, your own moves, once you start learning, once you master the foundation, once you understand the fundamentals, which we're working on with all of our working out stuff and conditioning, chill. Once we're doing our fundamentals and everything, that's us learning how to manipulate our body and move our bodies. Then we start mastering the foundation, which is the basics of footwork and all the movements through. Then what's the next step that we start doing? Once we have an understanding of our foundation, what do we do? Add variations, or what do we call it? Flipping it, and what does the elevator do? Yep, elevating it, right? So, right? Now what does that mean? When we flip it and we elevate it, what does that mean? More unique. With the flip, what does elevating it mean? Making it more complex, doing it a little bit more dynamic, adding some more complicated movements to it, right? Making it a little bit difficult, a little more harder because we understand it so we can take it there, right? So this is a very simple version of flipping it and elevating it, taking the foundational movements, and creating something new with it, right? So what he's doing is he broke down the mechanics of the kick out. So let's see everybody do a kick out, right? He gave you all the basics of that, doing a kick out. Good. And then what was the next step he did? He showed you the different way to switch your feet. What did we do to switch our feet, Brian?
We crossed them.
Yep, how? What did it look like? Yep. What did it look like, Liv? Show me. Good. Good. Right? Good. So now we're adding kickouts with a cross with a, we're manipulating that kick out to put a cross, to put that step that you said, and to put and the foundation that you said, and we're adding that. So what does it look like, Nano? Do it slow. Demonstrate it slow. So watch. He's kicking out, and he's, instead of both feet going forward, one's kicking back, one's kicking forward. So we're doing a cross or a scissor. And that's us just taking a foundational movement and elevating it different ways, you guys.